Hi, welcome. This is the energy of today, November 1st. I hope you're doing well. Spirit, what is the energy of today? November 1st. What does the viewer need to see and hear for today? November 1st, please. November 1st. Okay, what is the energy for today? All right, so a first one out, thinking. So maybe you're thinking of how to restore a sense of value or stability. This is a card of changing in where maybe you need to sort of pull yourself back a little bit to see things that maybe you're not quite seeing when you're in the mix of everything. Let's see what the rest of them are, just so I can go in more detail. See, yeah, definitely in between world. So this will be a very powerful time for you in that sense that whatever you're thinking about, it's gonna sort of transpire for you differently in the future. Maybe in the coming weeks and days, actually. I do feel like there is that sense of if you stay too long in a place where you're not able to think positively or securely or with the sensibility, it's almost as if you can draw in negativity towards yourself, in the sense of maybe you're beating up on yourself or things not moving fast enough or something like that, you know. Let's see. Okay, so then you have a soulmate connection here. This card is about soulmates. It's about transitioning. Maybe you're transitioning yourself out of a loveless relationship, something that you've had to maybe think about for quite some time here. But as you move forward, I said before I flipped the card over, you're moving to something better, okay? Maybe it just hasn't happened fast enough, or you're getting anxious about it, maybe. You have serendipity. So see, this is where all your good luck starts to come in. The good karma's paying you back. Maybe from being in the wrong relationships in the past and staying maybe stagnant in things that really didn't quite make you happy. I do feel with this serendipity, this is that good luck that is you're being showered with. So something is coming for you in that sense of you have to keep your head in the right mind frame. What I feel with the thinker card, you know, if it could be very difficult to change yourself from a certain situation that maybe you've kept yourself in a long time, or something that makes you feel like you can't sort of grow from it anymore, but you still hold on to it. You know, that's the kind of feeling that is. And so it's really being analytical and really sure about what your next step is going to be. Okay, so maybe you need to strategize how to take your next steps. What is it that you value, you know, at face value? Are you being logical, or is it being driven by emotion per se, you know? So relationship, it's almost as if like maybe you think that love is not logical, or almost like you've lost hope in love, you know? So I do feel like this is where you need to transform something. If maybe you need to heal a relationship, or if that relationship isn't quite healed, maybe you need to listen to yourself to make sure that you're picking the right thing for yourself, if that makes sense, okay? Because it does take calculated action for you to sort of focus and strategize on what your next step is for this soulmate connection, because that soulmate connection really would come without any kind of problems, or like the feeling of butting of two heads. It just would be simple and somewhat aligned. So is this what you're trying to manifest, like an aligned relationship, and you're losing hope? Or you know, if it isn't love, is it that partnership where you're going towards a better business partner or something like that, okay? Because I do feel that you're really being called to somewhat change something about yourself so that you can get better rewards or better luck or something like that. Let's see what's at the top of the deck. The leg up. So this is a card about having security and having that kind of ability to be able to take help from others, or maybe even giving help to others, like other people helping you and you helping other people, so you would know what the situation is. With the leg up, it's like maybe you need help in a situation that you're stuck in, okay? And you could be that person that's used to doing it all alone, or maybe you feel alone in a relationship that you're in. Let's see what the bottom of the deck is, and this is the underlying energy for the reading. So come to the edge. So see, there's something there that is pulling you, and it needs some kind of action to get the positive situations sort of flowing and coming towards you. But there's a risk here. And the come to the edge, I always love this card because I do feel it's about love. I feel, especially with the soulmate connection there, it's something that either you're not allowing yourself to receive or to give, and so it's that little plunge that you sort of have to take and maybe risk something. Are you risking getting out of maybe something that is cold and not quite loving for you, and like I said, if this is business, maybe it's that business relationship that you have that it's not taking you anywhere. Don't let fear lead you into places that you don't need to go. I do feel fear could hold you back from things. I definitely do feel that you need to speak up and really voice what is needed. State who you are, state who you love, and really give yourself that push to hope for getting into something positive and friendly, so I do feel like this is really that kind of card with the come to the edge, and it is the underlying energy, and it's about courage and really taking that leap of faith and overcoming fear and accepting risk. There's a risk there that needs to be taken, and you would know what that risk would be, so take it as it resonates for you today. So welcome. I will go a little deeper into this reading and see what it means for you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the thumbs like up button, and really, leave me your comments and share and all that good stuff. Thank you guys. I hope you had a good October. And I do feel a lot of things are going to start changing this month, for the better, really. I hope. Let's see. What is the thinker, please? Welcome to fall. It's nice. In California, we're actually getting some nice, cool weather. It's great. So you got the Ace of Pentacles. So you could be questioning and strategizing, how do I move forward to that new job? Or is it a living space that you want to go to? Is it a new job that gives you fulfillment, or that home that gives you the happiness that you need? It's almost like this gift that, especially with the serendipity, it's like God's been trying to give you this gift, and maybe you just don't know how to go about it. Okay. I feel like this Ace of Pentacles, it's really about planting your roots, not so much moving from relationship to relationship, maybe just wanting to settle down and planting roots, starting over maybe. The Ace of Pentacles, please. What is this, please? Ace of Pentacles, please. What is the Ace of Pentacles? Ace of Pentacles. So you got the Page of Wands and the Moon. Scared to take that leap of faith, maybe scared of the past. You're still dragging the past into your now. Like, is this regrets that you're that have you like bottled up, or is it fear, or is it the fear that you're gonna create the same thing over and over, and not really break out of a pattern? The Page of Wands is giving you that inspiration to overcome the moon energy, which could be like emotional or overwhelming, or you just don't know how to express your feelings, and maybe you're scared of something that you've never experienced before, you know? So it might hold you back, but the Page of Wands is a positive card moving forward. It's starting over. It's inspiration. Is it a message to go? Is it a message you've been waiting for? Is it a gift? I want to know, what is the moon, please? What is the moon? What is the moon here? What is the moon? What is the moon for today? Okay, so taking that leap of faith with your actions, with the King of Wands, maybe you're becoming somebody who is more loving towards yourself, and able to take action, courage, you know. And I feel like this is definitely divine masculine in this place of, how do I do it? How do I surrender? How do I let go? There are two masculines here. It's the same person that's going through this sort of shakeup of how to take control. You know, the Five of Swords, it's that energy of overthinking or being riddled with conflict or sabotage, maybe self-sabotage here, you know. But yet, with the Ace of Pentacles, it's really, you know, God giving you a new beginning and reaching a level of letting go of things. For some of you, it may be that you're stuck on two different men and you don't know which way to go, you know. So let's see, what is the King of Cups, please? The King of Cups. What is the King of Cups, please? What is the King of Cups? Okay, this one right here. The Ace of Swords, learning your truth, learning your how to deal with your emotions, being more loving, maybe taking action on that love, okay? There is something there. Is it your consciousness that's sort of tapping in for you, letting you know that you need to sort of have more confidence or pay more attention to your intuition and the signs that you're receiving? What is the Knight of Wands? There's a lot of fear in moving forward and becoming a new person. That's what it is. You're holding on to the past. So you got the Three of Wands, the Seven of Cups. See, and that's definitely what I feel like. You got to take action. And what is it on? I think it's love. It's that soulmate connection that you still feel, or that maybe you're trying to attract, or you want to revisit, or you want to mend, something like that, okay? Because there's something here you keep looking forward to, but it's something that you haven't quite given yourself enough way to go forward in something. How can I say that different? There's a lot of expectations you hold, and you haven't quite let yourself get to those places, I feel, because there is options here and you do know what you want to pick, you see, and there is that opportunity that is open for you to have love, to voice love, to give love, to offer love, you know, with the Knight of Cups. So what are you waiting for, really? I feel whoever this is, you're in that transition, and at any moment you're going to get to that other side. You're going to break free. You're going to take that risk, okay? I do feel if it's two men that you're trying to pick from, it's as if you would take the one that really you know, like you don't have to ask yourself. There wouldn't be any doubt. But with the King of Wands, I do feel there is a lot of good things coming there. Especially divine masculine transforming into a person who can voice and really get out of their head and somewhat take action, okay? So maybe this is a message for Divine Femme, as, you know, really knowing what Divine Masculine is doing, and knowing that they need to shift out of fear, because the moon is really weighing down these emotions and these new things that Divine Masculine wants to do. You know, it could be Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine for you, depending on who you are that's watching. So just remember, it's a general reading. You have the Tower at the bottom. So I do feel that as I look at this card, the next card, Between Worlds, at any moment now, you're going to be able to transition and get into that soulmate connection that you're wanting, okay? Between Worlds, please. Between Worlds. What can you show me here? Between Worlds. What does this mean? It's like you're ending that phase of being the caterpillar, you know? You're a caterpillar for a long time, and you don't know how to be anything else, and so there could be so much fear, but then you wake up one day and you have these wings and you're totally transformed, and what do you do with it, you know? There's a lot of fear holding you back. You're stuck in the what if, really. What if? What if it doesn't go right? What if this love offer doesn't go through? What if I don't get the love offer? What if I can't give the love offer? Like, things like that, you know? Okay, so Between Worlds. You got the Nine of Swords, worried, see, worried. Worried about the Queen of Pentacles. Is that person gone? Do you think that person won't accept you? Let's see here. Between Worlds, please. Between Worlds. Are you worried about leaving somebody, you know? With the Queen of Pentacles, is it the person you want to go towards, or is it you leaving that person that you're fearing, in that sense of maybe you've had to take care of this person, or this person was maybe either something that didn't allow you to build a better foundation, or something like that. But I think you're worried about how to build. How do you start up? Just that little caterpillar story I told you right now. It's like you're transforming. You're worried about these things that you're putting more fear into it. And so you're not taking that leap of faith that needs to be taken, you know? And so you'll always be questioning it. So you got the Queen of Cups. So it's like matching up to each other, you know? Maybe this is somebody who's very opposite. You're going towards the person that's very opposite than you are. And you're discovering, maybe you're trying to leave a karmic partner to rebuild with somebody that really does have like unconditional love versus superficial love, okay? What is the Queen of Cups? Queen of Cups. I feel like you're projecting off of each other as far as twin flames, meaning Divine Feminine is projecting to Divine Masculine, and Divine Masculine is projecting to Divine Feminine. Okay, so then let's see here. Knight of Pentacles. So see, the Queen of Cups is that building factor for you. You can build with it. With the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. This is something that is longevity. It's stability. It takes me back to the Ace of Pentacles when they were saying you want these roots to go deep, and they go deep because it's soul. It's a soul connection, okay? But I think that you're somehow maturing into this new Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine that really wants to just sort of plant yourself deep with somebody, okay? And like I said, if it's not love, then think of this situation as business. You want to plant yourself somewhere where it's going to feed you back, and it's going to give you what you're putting into it, you know? Yeah, you might need to step away from a situation that is maybe you've outgrown the situation, or it's not giving you what you truly need anymore, you know? And that's a hard thing. That's a hard thing, because especially if you're worried about somebody like the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords, somebody that you've been taking care of, you know? I want to know, give me one more for the Queen of Pentacles, please. Queen of Pentacles. Give me one for the Queen of Pentacles, please. Queen of Swords. So you're very much thinking, how can I get out of this? How do I take this action? How do I move? Seven of Pentacles, you know. Worried about how to make it grow, you know. Let's see, one fell down. So you have the Sun. Really that sense of healing something with someone. Discovering that you might need to water that plant, you know. If a plant is dying and it starts to sort of wither, you would water it, you know, you would heal it. So I feel that you know that you have to go in this direction to fix something, to mend something, to get it to grow, to start getting a stronger root. I do feel there is that sense of knowing which action you need to take, but there's still a lot of worry. Like in your stomach, there's the sense of butterflies moving, you know. So very intense, sort of. It just feels as if, you know, if you're trying to leave something that is very not growing, and it takes a lot of effort and a lot of motion to leave it, I do feel like you have to detach and somehow, you know, I guess let the irritation happen and acknowledge it and not try to hold on to it. I do feel for a time the Queen of Pentacles could have represented being down to earth and resourceful, or maybe you met somebody that was very down to earth and very resourceful, but was very different than you, you know. But there's some kind of truth that comes with the Queen of Swords as far as knowing what it is that you want, and knowing that there could be a new beginning, and being logical, really, but that logic can turn to analytical, and the sense where you don't allow emotion in this situation. Does that make sense? Like, you could be so analytical and so logical that you forget about the Queen of Cups, because the Queen of Cups is like that love, healing, protection, kind of divine feminine kind of love, you know. And is it just something that you haven't had, that it just sort of, it scares you, you know? Maybe, you know, I feel it could be for vice versa, divine feminine and divine masculine. There is that sense of, you know, perhaps really projecting off of each other and becoming aligned, healing something, really having direct communication. So really, if you're needing to take that leap of faith about a situation and offer something, I would say offer up a meeting or something like that, where you can be logical and leave the vulnerability at the door and be able to maybe heal something or communicate, you know. That's a big one. But like I said, between worlds, it's like you're almost quite there. You're almost there. Whatever this is, it's starting to come up, I feel, you know, as far as you're starting to see it on the surface. What is the Soulmate? The Soulmate's card, please. What is the Soulmate's card? There is love there, and there's love with something that is very simple. Meaning someone has touched your heart in that sense that you wouldn't recognize that you were yourself, because it transforms you, it heals you, but yet you run away from it because it's loving, it's unconditional, and that's not what we're taught here on the, you know, on earth. We're not taught that. So You got the Hermit, the High Priestess, and this Five of Cups. So see, that's where that feeling of loss and there was a connection there that maybe you're without. But as you're spending time alone, and really it allows you to focus on what it truly meant for you, and that is what's going to be the difference for you coming together with this soulmate. You have the High Priestess, which is representing the knowing and the feeling, and also could be the secrets that need to be revealed so that you can get out of this Five of Cups energy where you stay reclused and you don't offer any emotion, and you stay bottled up in regret, you know. So there's a regretful situation here that has happened, and it's probably taking you to this place of secrets and mystery and not conveying your true emotion. But what is the Five of Cups? Five of Cups, please. Okay, so then you got the Knight of Wands. So it could have been a situation that you met somebody, you know, while you're playing the field, or even stepped out of a relationship and like a third party situation. You know, you regret how that started. So you met a divine feminine or a divine masculine, and what has happened is that that person in your mind was so pure, and how could you maybe sabotage them by having like a one night stand, or you know, not be able to go into a full relationship with this person, but it's like weighing heavy on you. I definitely feel there's that sense of regret for being like that, okay? But yet it's a very emotional connection. It's very interesting. What is the Hermit? So you've had to think about this for a long time, I feel. What is the Hermit? So will you line yourself up for this, or will you just stay in that Five of Swords energy, always thinking about it and not taking that leap of faith and making it right? That's what the fear is. I totally see it now. It's what I said. You started off maybe in an affair or a cheating situation or misleading or something like that, and you don't know how to make it right, is what they're saying, okay? But look at that. It's the Two of Cups and the Page of Swords. So however you see this, even though you're not taking the leap of faith, it's God that's bringing you together, because it is a soul. It's a soul connection here. So I do see communications. I do see somebody coming to you and explaining what they're feeling and somehow letting the cat out of the bag, okay? That's what I see with the High Priestess there. So very interesting. What is the Serendipity? Good luck, guys. Okay, so the Devil. That's an interesting card to come out for serendipity, but it's telling me it's a very connected kind of connection. Give me one for the Devil, please. As far as, wow, Four of Wands. So it's something that's very tempting. It's something that's calling you, and you might think that is it because it came out of an affair or a cheating instance. You might think that it's tainted and you can't sort of have a clean relationship. Does that make sense? Whoever this is, whether this is you or your person, it's as if you're tainted by the past of how you met and how you might have carried on very quickly. And you know, I feel that maybe this is where you sort of stop and surrender and say, okay, God, I'm going to allow this to happen. I'm going to sort of forget the past and how we met and maybe start over, start fresh, because there is a very soulful connection here that needs to sort of play out, you know. The Four of Wands is a commitment, guys. It's a wedding. It also could be the ending. And so maybe you are ending something and you're going to be able to go forward with something, and it's something that you've been thinking about. The ending that comes about is that that not taking a leap of faith, not taking action, that's going to end. That's what I feel is going to end. The thing where you keep this relationship in your mind and not in the reality. With the Ace of Pentacles, it's the tangible world. It's the 3D world. It's not imaginary. It is here, living, breathing, touching, you know, so making this real. And I think that that is the serendipity of it. It's going to happen whether you want it or not. I do believe. Yeah, the Eight of Wands at the bottom. So some kind of action is needed. And see, there's that Three of Swords. There's shame. There's betrayal. Maybe it's it's blocked by a third party. Blocked by a third party. Also could be separation, that you're heartbroken from this person, even though you met at just a moment in time, you know. Very interesting. You have to let me know who this is for. I do feel massive change is going to be happening. I want to know, how does the story end, please? You got the Devil twice, okay? So get out of your mind. It's not the same kind of relationship. It's a totally different relationship. And you can sort of wipe the slate clean and start it over again with the Page of Swords and the Two of Cups, definitely. And see, so now it's time to take action. It's time for you to communicate. It's time for you to send that message and open up the line of communication, because it is a spiritual connection and it is a divine feminine that is healing you. That is what divine feminine does, you know. And so let's see, we got the Ace of Cups, starting over again, letting love in. There is a gain, and there is this sense of knowing how to take action and get out of that Ten of Swords energy, stagnant, you know, being stagnant and thinking that this is a wrong situation, but it really isn't. Let's see here. I want to know, what is the karmic situation here? What can you show me, please? The karmic situation here, please. And you might be projecting off of each other, guys. I mean, I see divine femme here, and I see divine masculine as well. Yeah, let's see. What else can you show me, please? What can you show me? Okay, so the Phoenix. With the Phoenix, it is the new phase, the rekindle, the renewal, transformation, growth, changed mind. What is rekindle? Isn't that coming back together? We're starting over again, you know? The Axe, the breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. See, you're feeling abandoned, but you're the person that abandoned the other person. Does that make sense? Like, that's why you're feeling abandoned. So then you have happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. And it's ascension. So transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. So it's almost that lesson learned that's so tough to go through. But once you allow yourself to heal and really take shape, like start moving and working towards it, you're going to have stability, security, growth, rebuilding sabotage, really. You can change this relationship, even though it started off on what you think will always be, you know. If it started off on third party interference or deceptions or lies or whatever it is, that soul connection is going to heal it no matter what. So if you're thinking that you have to be sabotaging yourself and pulling back from it, then that is the problem. That is what's not allowing you to grow, because there is love here, you see. Unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, attraction. So, and that's what the Devil was saying today. It wasn't being negative, but somebody in their mind is making it negative. Yeah, so that's a hard one, really. So let me see. What can you show me as far as manifesting this? How do they manifest this, please? How do they manifest this, please? So you have accept and receive, right? Ace of Cups. Accept it and receive it. You are epic, and you are one. You're together, I feel, with that card. Learning courage and how to step up to the plate, really, is what it feels like. Also, sort of what they're saying is forgiving yourself, you know. I want to know Let's see. I was gonna say, what's the abundant message? So let's see. I think that the help that we talked about with the upper leg up I showed you in the very beginning, is that divine feminine can help you. And I see invite help. It says, invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready. God, pursue me, right? So allowing God to help you. And I do feel in spirit and on the 3D, you have help. So detachment. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's when it's fulfilled. So when you feel complete is when you're going to come together with that soulmate connection, you know? So I want to know, what is the message that pertains to this reading, please? What is the message? Okay, we'll take those two. Okay, so there's 3, sorry. So you have dice, a gamble, taking a risk, luck, playing games, chances are, roll with it, random results, uncertain outcome. Okay, and then you have happening soon. The situation or event in question will develop soon or very soon after. Remember I told you I felt that with that card, you're almost there. There's something there. And then you have the tandem bicycles, so synchronized, alliance, dual, partnership, unison, equally, together, a collaboration, aligned, okay, meeting up. So definitely there. I do feel the soulmates keeps coming out, so I don't know, you know, it's what Spirit's saying. So I want to know, what is the insight for the reading? And I caught it. Yay. So take the light bath. Imagine a pitcher of water above your head, pouring out infinite light. Let the light wash over you, touching every nook and cranny of your being, inside and out. And let yourself be filled with that light so you can get the courage that is needed to take the next steps. Okay, I want to know, what is the affirmation here, please? What is the affirmation here? If you're a divine femme or a divine masculine, it's as if you have to keep working on yourself. You have to keep being that light and sharing that light with your twin. That's what it feels like, okay? Till they're ready. You can't push them, and I know that that is hard, but that's what they're saying. Today, I believe, today I will see the miracles and love surrounding me. And there is a lot of love there. Don't be scared of it, because whoever this is, you're very scared to love. I think you've been hurt by it, but that was not real love. You see, this is twin love. It's totally different. And anything that you did to your twin, it can be healed. Okay. There is no coincidence in meeting. You meet in the most random times and places, but remember that in God's eye, there's no coincidence. Everything has already been planned. So if you were to meet that person during a time where you were married or in another relationship with someone else, it was already meant to be, because that person was put there for you to be healed. Does that make sense? Okay, so I was gonna say, what's the message here? So healing. There's definitely that sense of healing. That person was there for healing. So go with the flow of it, and don't stay too much in your head thinking that it can't be. Okay, I do hope that helps somebody. So let's do one more. I was gonna close it, but let's do this one right here. Calling my name today. What is the spirit message for this reading, please? Okay, so let's see here. Take a moment. Stop now. It's not the time to rush into the decision you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. And when you do that, that just creates peace. It's that sense of prayer. You know, it's not a bad card. It's not saying not to go forward. It's just saying maybe bless this situation that you're trying to take a leap forward for, you know? Get all the answers and feel confident in it, because you shouldn't have any doubt before you take that moment, you know? And once you clear your head and you know exactly what you need to do, that's when the high priestess will come into play for you to be able to express everything that you need to this soulmate, okay? So I hope that makes sense for you. Let's see, I want to close it off with the Kuan Yin for today, please. Kuan Yin. What is the Kuan Yin for today, please? Kuan Yin. Okay. So there are two that flipped over. I will read them for you. The quickening. The fast track with the Divine Mother moves us rapidly through life's challenges. The road can be a bit bumpy when traveling at her accelerated pace, nor will you often feel that you are in control of the navigation. This is the part of the experience when you are being moved rapidly. Hold on to her and trust that you will get where you need to be. And then be bold. So we have been taught to always settle for less than what we dream of. We may wonder if living a boldly optimistic life is unrealistic, but you are an adventurer, divine explorer on the wild path of life. You have been created with those bold dreams in your heart, and you are meant to fulfill them in the loving encouragement and support of life. So see, there's something there, and it's a spark of hope, and just take your time, you'll get there. Okay, so I hope this helps whoever this was meant for. Thank you for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave me your comments and all that good stuff. Stay blessed. I'll see you tomorrow.